Good day to all my emperors and empresses, gods and goddesses, princesses. Oh no, I forgot the kings and queens. Kings and queens, princesses and princes, bitches and bitches. I will never forget them. And I know I added more people to the bunch. I know. Like, why you add the empresses and empresses? Because they are part of it too. They're part of it too. Even if you feel like they shouldn't be. And don't think because I put it in that order it make anybody less or more. That is just the order in which came in my mind. You are still a fantastic person. Including me. I'm coming to you today because the fig tree story, I didn't quite say it right in my other reading when I was talking about give it to me, Spirit, give it to me, give it to me. Oh, you can't have someone else's life. But today it comes off a little differently. So I'm just going to read Luke 13, 6-9. So you don't have to be here long. I'm not going to hold you. I know some preachers say I'm not going to hold you long. And your ass sitting up in church for 2 or 3 hours. And they held you just as long. Don't say it. Don't say it. Keep it to yourself, Anna. Okay. Just for now. Okay. And it says, he also spoke this parable. A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came seeking his vine. Oh, my apologies. And he came seeking fruit on it, and found none. Then he said to the keeper of his vineyard, look, for 3 years I have come seeking fruit on this fig and find none. Cut it down. Why does it use up the ground? But he answered and said to him, Sir, let it alone for 1 year also. 1 more year, please. Just let it alone. Until I dig around it and fertilize it. And if it bears fruit, well. But if it not, after that, you can cut it down. Thank you, Almighty, for your precious word. So, just think. Let's just think for a minute. I was thinking about chances. How many chances do we have to give a person before they realize that the shit stay with me is really real? Okay, I just thought of something. When we were in school, right? And we have a project due. We know that the project is due. Some people work better under pressure. Some people get it done before it's time to even turn in the project that's due. Another example about ourselves. We say, okay, put it like this. Say, oh, I'm getting married in 3 years. You've been engaged for 3 years. Oh, God bless your heart. Please, God, if they ever are engaged for 3 years, But sometimes we just don't know ourselves, and the person don't know themselves, and they'll stay in that relationship for 3 years just to get free punani and free phallus. Just to get if you're not having sexual intercourse, okay. But then who the fuck are they really sleeping with? They must know thyself. Because if you know thyself, it doesn't take long to get married. But anyway, you've been engaged for 3 years. Where was we going with this, Spirit? Because now I'm lost. Shit, because I got on something else. My bad. Anywho, 3 years. Come on, bring it back to me, Spirit. Bring it back to me. Damn, I lost the parable for that. Scratch the 3 years marriage. My bad. Because I got excited. Damn. But the point of the matter is, Jesus was telling the story about the fig tree that produced no fruit. The man had the tree. Had a perfectly good tree growing inside of the ground. But it produced no fruit. He said for 3 years, this motherfucking tree, just imagine, because God was a black man. Come on, man. This is a black prophet. Black guy. 3 fucking years, this tree, because he responded, 3 years this shit been in the ground? And you ain't did nothing, but you ain't doing nothing but wasting ground? All you doing is wasting ground. Why is it still here? Why is it still standing? Cut this shit down. Cut it down. You ain't did nothing with it. You ain't gonna do nothing with it. Cut it down. Oh, and here's the narcissist, or here's the manipulator coming in, acting like they gonna do something with it, and they really ain't. This could even be in relationships, like I was just about to say about the marriage things. Like people, 3 years, for 3 years, you mean to tell me you still the same for 3 years? That's why you needed that extra time. And now you want another year. You want 4 years to waste more of my time. Oh, 1 more year. So he like, oh God, please, Jesus, come on. Just let me do it. I'm taking it serious. I'm taking it serious now. Now I believe what you really say. Sometimes we can give a person, and they can have all the resources. What were you doing in those 3 years? Now you want to waste more of my time? Now you want me to give you another year, and it's a good chance that you might not even fertilize me, that you might not even build me up. You feel, and first of all, if you looking for somebody else to build you up, then you wasting your time. You need to build you up. You need to know your worth. Or you need to put your foot down. Like Jesus was telling the parable in the Bible. You need to put your foot down. He's like, cut it down. Fuck it. You don't want to do right? Cut it down. Oh no, I'm gonna do right. I promise you. Give me another chance. Give me another chance. You know how you heard. That's what the man basically was saying. Give me another chance. If I do it, well, he was being a smart ass. Come on now. If I fertilize it and you see fruit, well, you can't cut it down. But if I don't, cut it down. How many chances do you need to give a person? How long do you stay into this thing? How long do you endure the mediocrity, the meteor, the minimum, the bare fucking minimum, bare minimum, when they have all the resources? It ain't like he ain't had it. He's like, oh no, sir, just leave it alone this year too. Now they probably do get a spark up in them, like, oh shit, I better get it together, because if I don't, that's like working under pressure. Some people do work better under pressure. And sometimes you got to put the pressure on them. Like Jesus was telling the story. Cut it down. Because some people have low tolerance. Some people can deal with a lot. You got those people who can deal with shit for 3 years. You got those people who can deal with stuff for 1 year. You got those people who won't put up with the shit at all. You got those people who know you as soon as they look you, right? From moment meeting you. You know, first impression. Oh, this nigga ain't gonna do it. And they already know I ain't got 3 years to waste for this. I need it done now. You got those people who ask, hey, how long is it gonna take you to do that? If they tell you, 3 years, oh no, this ain't the nigga to do it. Because this don't take 3 years. This don't even take 3 years worth of work. Unless it takes 3 years worth of work if you working diligently. And that could be your career. Hell, that can even be in a marriage. Like, okay, I'm a 3 years. I'm gonna give him 3 years to get it together, and see if he progressed each and every year. But he wasted 3 years having it there already. Then he like, you know what? Cut the shit down. Oh no, give me another year. Now these are chances that you have to take if you decide to do this. You taking a chance by giving them another year. And then the way he said it, if I grow it, well, he said if I grow it, well, you can't cut it down. I just feel like he was being a smart ass. And if I don't, cut it. I just truly think or feel like more time was going to be wasted. Even when people give us these phony apologies. Speak on it, Anna. I'm trying. Damn. Each year tell you, I'm a change. I apologize. Okay. Each year tell you, I want my family back. Same time, every day. Same time, same day. Each year, same month. I want my family back. Okay. Haven't changed. Third year. I apologize for misusing you and abusing you. Oh, okay. Fourth year. I'm leaving. Oh, no. Oh, no, please. Just give me one more chance. I'm a fertilize. I'm a get myself together. Please, just give me another chance. Some of them don't even apologize. Yeah, some of them don't even apologize. They just want you to chase after them as if they're doing right. And when you chase after them as if they're doing right, that's when you don't get the respect that you are owed. And you owe. First of all, you ain't owed respect unless you can respect yourself. And if you walk out, then boom. But hopefully those 3 years even taught you a lesson. Look at me. You act like I'm lying. Like, I'm going to get it together. Let me tell you a story. Because the story just popped up in my mind. My second child's father. Because I have 3 baby fathers. You got 3 baby fathers? Yes. 3 lessons. Still learning. Anywho, my second child's father, I was pregnant with my third daughter, because there's Ayana, there is Mariana, there's Joyana, and there's Ariana. Yeah, it was third. It was Joyana. I believe I was with my parents at the time, or spending the night, something. I had my own place, but I think I was majority at my parents', I believe. And something happened to where he came over and he didn't know the sex of my child. He didn't know, because he didn't go with me. I went by myself. So I was upset with him or mad at him because I just felt like, oh, he wasn't being the man that he needed to be. I just felt like, oh, he was childish. Just from the heart, I just felt like, oh, he's hurting me. I hate him. He treats me like I'm not a good woman. That's exactly what I was feeling, among some other things. So he comes over. And mind you, I already have 2 children. I already had a child by him, and then I had another child by him, which was my second daughter. I have 4 girls in all. So, anywho. So he comes over and he like, what's the sex of the baby? I tell him, it's a girl. He said, okay. Then he said, what the last name gonna be? What you gonna name her? What's the last name? I said, I'm gonna name her your last name. Because my other daughter by him is his last name. And one thing about me, I always name my children after their fathers, because I always had in my mind that I was going to marry these men because I'm having children by them. But just because you think in your mind, speak on it, Anna, that you are going to have children by these men, that doesn't mean that that's their plan. That's why you have to get an understanding before you just start, first of all, popping out babies with these men that's not even sure or love themselves and having trauma. And secondly, what's the second point, please, Spirit? Because you, marriage. I think that's what I was going in. Thinking that you're going to marry some, that's not how it works. But I didn't want to be in my emotions either. Like, nah, fuck that. I'm naming them after me. I'm going to name them my last name. I just felt like my daughters, they should all have. And plus, I have girls, so I felt like when they got married, they wouldn't even hold the name long anyway. Then he begins to ask me. This wasn't even supposed to be long, but since it is. Then he began to ask me, he asked me what was the last name. I said, I'm going to name her after your last name. Then I tell him, I said, listen, I looked him dead in the face. And I thought I had some. I said, I'm not going to keep playing these games with you. I said, I'm tired of playing these games with you, or something like that. Or I forgot exactly what I said, but he looked at me like a little boy. I remember this like it was fucking yesterday. He looked at me as we were standing on my parents' porch like a little boy. And he began to smile like a little boy, like, I'm going to get it together. It reminded me of a child that you would tell, don't do that, don't do that. We have to also recognize, because they can waste your time and give me another chance, give me another year. They can waste your time and tell you something just to wait. Just some people prolong things so they can stay in your life, so you cannot move on and end what is going on. And you know your worth, but they holding you back to stay. Until you finally say, you know what? Cut this fucking tree down. It's not producing any fruit. Speak on the scripture, Anna. I'm trying. I'm telling you. Cut the fucking tree down. They not gonna produce no fruit. They not gonna change, and they're gonna play you like a child, even though it's a grown ass man or a grown ass woman. They prolong in the time. Sometimes people don't change. Sometimes you have to leave. And really leave. Cut off communication. It's okay to block a motherfucker. It's okay for you to heal. Because they going to keep calling and you going to keep picking up. Oh, he calling again. Oh, she calling again. Oh, family calling again. Family doing it again. Whoever the fuck it is doing it. Cut the tree down. Cut off all communication. Where the tree is going, there is no fertilizer. It's dry as hell. They haven't watered it. They're not producing any fruit. They're not changing. Think about that real fast. How many more chances are you going to give before you say, fuck it, I'm cutting the tree down? And not let them manipulate or trick you and say, oh, leave it alone. Just one more, leave it. I'm a change. Because remember he said, if I produce it, that's a chance that you're taking. I feel like he did like this. Off some slick shit. The same thing my second child's father did. When I told him, like, I'm not going to keep playing these games with you. And he like, yes, the fuck you is. that's what he said. That's what he basically said to me, like, yes, the fuck you is. You ain't going nowhere. Something he used to always say to me. You fuck with me, you stuck with me. Truth is a motherfucker, ain't it? But just because you fuck with somebody, that don't mean you stuck with them. Look at him now. Oh God. Now this was my we're gonna call this a love message. This is a healing love message. And I'm gonna call this, how many chances before you cut ties or cut the fucking tree down? Those are those. Kiss, kiss. Have a prosperous day. Prosperity. Bonanza. I hope we learning from all our mistakes. Because that's how we get pound cake. And I love me some pound cake.